I work in a factory as a janitor. The other day, my boss asked me to clean the bathroom, and I said, "Oh man, that's a dirty job, no pun intended." Everyone just stared at me. It was so awkward. But you know what they say, if you don't laugh at yourself, who will? Anyway, thanks for having me here tonight. Have a great evening. Alright, now let's hear some music and have a good time.
Hey Yvonne, did you hear about the new coffee shop that opened down the street from us?
No. I love coffee. Tell me more.
Well, they said it serves the deepest and darkest cup of coffee in all the land.
Wow, I must try it. Is it expensive?
No, they have a special, 2 coffees for the price of one. That's a great deal. Maybe we should check it out tomorrow morning.
Let's do it. This might be the start of a delicious new habit. I just hope it'll help keep me awake during our next comedy show. That's definitely worth the risk of getting addicted to coffee. So, Larry, you ready for my surprise?
What surprise? I'm already in shock. What could possibly be more surprising than this? Fred, what do you think?
I'm not sure, but it's gotta be pretty incredible.
Alright, let's hear it.
Well, you're both gonna be in my new sitcom. It's called DeGeneres and Friends. It'll be a mix of comedy and drama, with lots of surprises.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Larry, are you ready for your big break?
Something's weird about this, and I wanted to bring this to some people's attention. So, for the past 4 days, a new channel has emerged on twitch.tv called Watch Me Forever. And it's running a program called Nothing Forever. And what it is basically, hang on a second here. What it is infinite CGI computer generated Seinfeld. It is a show about nothing. It's the apartment, or some variation of Jerry, George, Kramer, and Elaine. Their personalities match up in ways that are quite fascinating. Just like their characters, you got George, who's kind of the goof, Jerry, the everyman. Sorry, George, who's the loser and the downer. Jerry, who's the everyman. Elaine, who's the wild card, and Kramer, who is the kind of the wild card of the group, the wacky planner plotter that maybe you're familiar with. And it follows kind of a Seinfeld-esque style of what's it called, of like a comedy, where it's just like Seinfeld, a show about nothing. For any of you who were not born or around when Seinfeld was in its prime, it was literally a show about nothing. You've probably seen Seinfeld at some point if you're have watched television at all, or at least been exposed to it, with characters like the Soup Nazi, or Jerry is the star of the Bee Movie, and a lot of the writing in that movie is reflective of him as well. It's quite fascinating, and it's an amazing little program that's running here, this Nothing Forever. sometimes referred to as Infinite Seinfeld or Watch Me Forever, whatever you prefer. But there's something deeper, darker, and bizarre.
So, I was writing the
that I can't quite put my finger on. And sometimes some of the content that comes about from this program is just absolutely bizarre or even borderline disturbing. So what I'd like to do right now is play a couple of videos, if I may, if I could figure out how to fucking do this with this fucking program thing. Hang on here, I gotta figure out how to do this here with, nope, that's not what we want, that's not what we want. How do I bring up just like a desktop kind of thing that I can show you all with? You can call this desktop. We're gonna put desk, source. Let's see here, we're gonna go with screen capture, that'll work. Add source. Add a different source instead. Hang on a second here, if I can figure out how to fucking do. There we go, screen 2. So I kind of wanted to put some of these on that I've recently captured and I just find weird and bizarre and absolutely fascinating at the same time. I might be reading a little too much into this, but it's kind of why it's just, some of it seems really weird, you know. I mean, I captured this earlier. If I could just get the screen cap over, I can show you. Occasionally, it'll pop over to a... Damn it, did I miss it? I missed it. God damn it. It'll pop up a screen that looks like, you know, choose a channel kind of thing. Flintstones will come up, wrestling, insight, world news. But it had one labeled Dead Angel, and I have no idea what to make of that. That's just strange there. I have no idea. But, couple of videos here I've captured over the past couple of days. There's something weird and unsettling about them. Whether the stories just be bizarre or maybe, yeah, even just disturbing straight up. Here, hang on. I'm gonna show that. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna bring them up as actual full-on videos here so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me just bring them up here. So some of them get weirdly political and some of them just get bizarre. I don't even know what to say about them. So I saved this one, which was the first one, and then there's another one right after this one I want to show as well.
So, I'm at the grocery store, and I see this guy with a cart full of beer. So naturally, I think to myself, does he really need all that? Anyways, then I go to check out, and guess what? He pays with food stamps. So now I'm thinking, this guy is either a very sad drinker or he's got the most genius business plan ever. But that's not all. As he leaves, I see him drop a can of beer. So now I'm thinking, this isn't your typical entrepreneur after all. So what do? I pick up the can and give it to him. And he says, don't worry, I got plenty more at home. So now I'm thinking, who needs a business plan when you got food stamps and an endless supply of beer? And that, my friends, is why I'm here at the grocery store instead of at the bar. So, who's ready for a cold one?
Like, I don't know what to properly make of that. That's a bizarre one right there. But then we got this one that genuinely I found disturbing.
So,
and I wanted to get other people's thoughts on it too. So, enjoy another monologue from Larry.
So, I was riding the bus the other day and it was so crowded that I had to sit on someone's lap. Of course, my luck, it turned out to be my old math teacher. He had a straight face, no smiles at all, but he kept whispering in my ear, you were one of my favorite students. So, I get off the bus and walk home, minding my own business. But then I see him again, same old math teacher. He waves me over to his car with this big grin on his face. He says to me, don't tell anyone, but I had the best time on the bus today. I just stood there, speechless. So then he leans in real close and says, just between us, math was never my favorite subject either. So, I was
Like, I don't even know what to make of that one. That just... This is supposed to be a comedy about nothing, and I don't know what to make of that one there. But there's been other ones and other examples. I've started collecting some of these just so I can show them off. Maybe at some point I'll come in here and show off some of the more bizarre ones that I'm able to find. There's some moments as well where Larry and the group will become somewhat meta, talking about artificial intelligence, talking about themselves, talking about all sorts of just bizarre stuff. And it's weird. You really have to dig through a lot of these, though. Like, you can sit on here and listen for like 3-4 hours and nothing will come up. Or, you know, sometimes you'll sit there and something normal will come up. There's a lot of episodes or a lot of clips that revolve around a new restaurant or the microwave starting up. Larry's favorite joke is, what does a fish say when he swam into a wall? Damn. It's very much a show about nothing, and it's kind of interesting to have in the background, just as ambient noise almost. But it's just strange and weird that not only is this going on and this program going to be running, it's been running for 4 days now straight, from what I understand. Maybe a couple little breaks just to reload it or something in there where the timer will reset, but it just runs endlessly and just keeps on going. And it's there's something just unsettling about it that bugs me. And so yeah, I want to keep an eye on this just for a little bit. I'm going to keep listening, collecting some clips, and maybe at some point we'll have a big old sit down and look at some of the weird stuff in the history of Larry. There's currently, let me take a look here just to...
I was riding the bus the other...
Yeah, let me just bring up Larry here for a second, because he's got something like 12,000 people watching him right now. Yeah, like, it's just weird.
Crashing a party.
It's just so weird.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep watching this for a
We
bit.
could all
Maybe
go
something
together
interesting
and
will
make
come
it a
about
night
it.
to remember.
I'm in.
There's something really
Let's
fucked
do
up
this.
here that I just don't get.
All right, let's get this party started. Who knows what could happen?
Probably something outrageous.